welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Shots by Pat, aka Shots by Pat Film, and I would like to extend a very happy new year to you all. Hope 2025 becomes a productive year for everybody. Hope you get everything done that you want to get done. Hope you guys create more. Hope you guys find your niche or niche when it comes to this YouTube thing, because I'm gonna tell you right now, becoming a full-time YouTuber is a very hard thing, especially juggling with being a parent and operating a regular 9 to 5, as well as running your own business like I do as a photographer. Again, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I am Shots by Pat. I'm a Brooklyn-based photographer, but I do travel, and I'm a budding YouTuber. Now, one of my major goals this year was to get 100 subscribers. I'm at a modest 69. I've been lingering around 69 for quite a while, but I'm hoping with more productivity, I can give you all more content and I can get way more subscribers. So as always, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. On this channel, we will go over technology, photography, some fashion, because I will talk about sneakers every once in a while. But for the most part, it's about photography, tech, and my journey as being a YouTuber. Every once in a while, I'll do a vlog. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys liked my previous video when I introduced my Nikon Z7 II. But it got me thinking. It's a brand new year. Not a brand new me. But it's best to go over what's in my camera bag for the upcoming wedding season, especially since I've added a few new wrinkles to my entire camera system. So without further ado, this is my 2025 What's in My Camera Bag for all things photography. First up is the bag. This is the PGY Tech 1 milliliter bag. It is still the same bag that I've been using for the past couple of years. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this bag. It is still in good condition. You know, I usually only bring this when I'm traveling or when I'm doing really big productivity shoots, things in which I need to carry a lot of equipment. So if I'm not carrying this, then I'm usually carrying my Brevity jumper, but this is my #1 main bag. Love it because, you know, got the straps here, so many compartments, opens up from the back. I usually have it customized to fit a whole bunch of different things. See, this is how it is. Right now, it's just how it is, but it's so good. Like, I don't want to really talk about this because we've seen that bag so many times, so it's not a big deal. But now let's get into the camera equipment. A lot of things are still the same, but there's a few things that have changed, and I hope you guys enjoy the changes. First thing is this, my #1 camera. This is the Nikon D850. Now, if you like my previous episode, you did see that I've jumped into the mirrorless world. I have a Z5, but I didn't really carry that with me because that's considered an entry-level mirrorless camera, so I did not bring that with me on most shoots. Sometimes, every once in a while, if I needed a secondary camera, I brought it. But the Nikon D850 is a 40+ megapixel camera, and the Z5 is only a 20-something megapixel camera. So stay tuned to see what I pair this with. But this is my Nikon D850. This is a tank. You've seen this all over this page so many times. This camera is not going anywhere. Once I got it back in 2019 for Christmas, I knew that this was the camera that was gonna take me above and beyond in this whole photography world. Previously, I used the Nikon D610, but when I got this one, everything changed. The whole game changed. If I'm not mistaken, I got it in 2019, but it might have been Christmas of 2018. But this camera has been my #1 body. Now, even though I got a brand new mirrorless camera, this DSLR is one of the strongest cameras I've ever used. Now, I do have a Nikon Z5, which is a mirrorless camera, but I don't want to use that as much, especially when I was bringing it with me to other events. I barely use it. It was just a placeholder in case the Nikon D850 died. Next camera I use will be the camera that I mentioned before, which is my Nikon Z7 II. If you guys saw the video, you know how much I love this camera. The images out of this camera is amazing. It's equivalent to the Nikon D850, in which they are both 45 megapixel cameras. 45.7 if I'm not mistaken, to be exact. Both of them have it. I have a small rig cage on it as well. Small rig cage is for if I wanted to add other things to it. like things that I have with me. Now I have the Z adapter, the Z to F adapter on here. Usually I primarily use this with a Z lens, but when I need to use an F mount lens, in which I will be carrying with me, you will see later on, I have to put this adapter on there so I can still use the Nikon glass. So this is one of the major pieces with me as well. Now, because it's so light and compact, I'm able to carry this with me, take as many shots as I need, and this will be the newest part of my camera bags. Whether it be for photo shoots, but mostly weddings, I'm carrying this with me. Even with this cage on here, it's still not as heavy as a D850. Next up will be the lenses. The first lens I'm going to use is the Sigma 18 to 35. Now this is a crop sensor lens. I forgot what it's equivalent to when you put it on a full frame, but it's such a sharp image when I use this lens. Recently I've been using this on my Z7 II with the camera adapter. Once again, it's the wide angle lens, so if I need something really wide, I use it on here. Even with the full frame mashup, as I like to call it, it's still a good lens. So I'll put it on any crop sensor or any full frame, and I can still get a good image, a solid image. I think it's like it turns into like a 24 to 50 or something of that nature. But it's, like I said, it's a sharp lens, and I like to use it on my Z mount cameras with the adapter so I can get great and crisp photos. Next lens is the lens that everybody should own in their bag. It is the 24 to 70 f.2. Love this love this lens right here. This is a 2.8 rather. Love this lens right here. This lens is amazing. This is the lens that you have to have with you. It's the utility lens. You get close up, you get wide. It's the greatest lens ever created. And I have it in F mount, so this is the one that stays on my D850. Don't take this off whenever I'm using it. This is the primary lens I use on that camera, no matter what the shoot is, whether it be weddings, whether it be a regular photo shoot. This is usually the lens that stays on there. Next up is my Viltrox 85mm 1.8. This is the Z mount. This is the lens that I usually keep on my Z7. This is the #1 mirrorless lens that I keep on my cameras, my Z cameras. Pretty much all my Z mount lenses takes this. My Z30, which is my dedicated vlogging camera and my YouTube camera, it uses this as well when I need to take close-up shots, because the Z30 is always close by, so I just snap it on, take whatever shot I need. This is a perfect lens to go with any of my Z mounts. Crisp portraits, bokeh is amazing, and I love this. Next is the video equipment. The equipment that I use for video are my DJI Osmo Action 4, my DJI Mavic Mini 4K, my DJI gimbal for my cell phone. Now, I recently purchased the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That is a great camera. That camera on there is amazing. I've also downloaded the Blackmagic app on there, and this is why I use the DJI mobile gimbal. It's perfect. I'm able to get perfect shots that I want, from the wedding cake, for if I wanted to get them dancing, if I wanted to get close-ups of kids dancing, if I want to do pretty much anything, I'll use it on here and I get the images. I also have a gimbal for my action cameras, but when I'm not using the action camera, I'm using my PGY Tech Mantis Pod. I actually let somebody borrow it, so I'm waiting to get it back, but it's all good. Most of the time I use this is I take this piece off and I just place it somewhere in the venue to get the images that I want on video. It takes picture as well, but for when I want to just give some behind the scenes or some extra B-roll footage. Remember, my video is a B-roll juggernaut. I'll place it anywhere, quick video footage, so I can add it to my wedding video for the bride and groom. The drone is self-explanatory. I don't have the batteries in here. The batteries are in the bag, but I have this in here as well. The Mavic Mini 4. It's the 4K version of it. This thing has dropped so many times, but this time I'm keeping it in good condition. I don't plan on having it breaking anytime soon. I want to keep this in working condition because I need to use this for any top-down images that I have to get. So I like to use this to get full range of imagery when I'm shooting a larger venue, especially when I do outside or destination weddings. So love these 3 items that I take with me. The iPhone 16 Pro Max, once again, is a camera that I use. I'm using the 16 Pro Max right now to get B-roll footage of this entire shoot. So you'll probably see me switching from camera to camera, in which you'll see these items in a closer view than anything else. Last but not least are my miscellaneous items, things that I use on the go, and all depends on the situation. The flash that I use is my Godox TT685 standard flash. I have other flashes that I use too for off-camera triggers, a whole bunch of Godox joints. This is the primary flash that I use. I have this little adapter up here that spreads the light. It's one of my favorite camera flashes. It takes a AA battery, so I keep a lot of rechargeable AA batteries with me. And with that said, oops, spaceship fell. This is the case that I carry all my rechargeable batteries. They're all in here, all rechargeable from all over, from Amazon to IKEA. That is self-explanatory. Next up, my DJI mics. Now, if I'm shooting a wedding, I like to place these onto the bride and groom so I can get their words clear. Everything clips on. Oops, dropped it again. Everything clips on, and it stays in this case. So this is one of the best items to have when you're just trying to get crisp audio from your clients. You're gonna make sure you snap it onto somebody, or if the best man is about to speak, or the maid of honor is about to speak, you just slide it onto them, have them record, or you just put it somewhere in their close proximity so that when they record, it picks up. Because these can pick up a lot of noise and sound and voices and everything. You place it anywhere, it will pick up what you need to pick up. Next is the memory card holder. I have all of my memory cards in here. This is self-explanatory. But yeah, all my memory cards in here. This case is really tough. I keep a blower to get any dust off the lenses when I need to use it. The worst thing is to have a camera and a lens and you take a shot, but there's a piece of dust in it and you just can't get it out in post. Most of the time you can, but depending on where it is, sometimes it may be impossible to get, or make the image looks a little rough, depending on where it is that you have to get the dust off in post-production. So to avoid all that, once you take your lenses off, you just blow it, and then you're good to go. After that, you can use your lens wipes. This is very vital. Get these, wipe your lens off, clean, good as new, and then you're good to go from there. Now, obviously, batteries are very important, and chargers are very important. We all know that's what you need when you have a camera and you're taking pictures. You always have to bring those two as well. Also, the batteries for all of my equipment, like the DJI drone, like the Osmo Action 4. Makes no sense to show those because we all know that none of these items can work without a battery. So that's why I didn't show it. But going forward into 2025, this is literally going to be what I carry with me for all kinds of shoots for the most part. I did not mention my Nikon F5 because that is another beast of a camera to carry with you, but it's my full frame professional film camera. There are times where the wedding party asks for film photos, so I'll take that with me. A lot of times I take my point and shoot photography cameras, in which I'm just walking around getting quick shots. Nothing that I need to really focus on. I have to, get a whole bunch of focus on people. It's just candid shots that I use with that. Sometimes I bring my Fujifilm X-A3 as well for candid moments during a wedding, but it all depends, like I said, on how big their budget is and what exactly it is that I need to do during this wedding. But no matter where I go, whether it be a regular photo shoot, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, or any type of anything, these are the items that you're primarily going to see in my camera bag, give or take one or two, again, depending on the situation. Now, I had some good news waking up this morning. I got an email from Enhancer Film, and they wanted to collaborate with your boy. They stated they like my visuals, they like how I did things, and this would be my first official collaboration with a brand on YouTube. Now, I've had a few in my podcast, on sports podcast, Nights at the Round Table, but this would be my first ever collaboration and brand deal with someone here on YouTube. And then once again, it's Enhancer. So hopefully I can build a great big partnership with them, and you'll see more information going forward. Once I get it, hopefully the next video you will see me talk about them a lot more. Anyway, with that being said, this is your boy Shots by Pat, aka Shots by Pat Film. Remember to please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. I am looking to at least get 100 subscribers by the end of the next month or two. I wanted to do it for the year, but let's strive for something higher. 100 subscribers by the end of the year, it's chump change. Let's try to work our goal, and maybe I can get 500 by the end of the year. But it also depends on me putting out more videos and you people out there in YouTube land liking, subscribing, and tuning into my videos. Hopefully I can give you more content that you like. My views go up and down, but at the end of the day, I like doing what I'm doing. It's fun. So with that said, once again, it's your boy Shots by Pat, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.